Hi everyone, this is a quick emergency pod for the Europa League final. So, if you want to watch it live, of course, you've got to be watching Stan Sport with our very own Mr. Adam Peacock, who will be hosting the coverage. That's the only place to watch it. I'd urge you to also go and have a look today at Bruce Media. Did a great job on Instagram with catching up with Ange and some of his old mates from South Melbourne, a South Melbourne day, so excellent work there. And also Tony Wilson's documentary about Fenerbahce Puskás and Ange's time together. Ange and the Boss is an absolutely fantastic Ange-based piece of content. We're going live. Well, so of course Adam's getting ready for that, and James is. What time is it? Oh, so yeah, it's the early afternoon. So he'll be either in a pokey lounge or being kicked out. Just quickly, we've had the most amazing day of Ange press. So I just wanted to sum up how it started and how it's going with Ange and the English press on the eve of what looks to be his final game for Tottenham Hotspur. So here we go. We're just going to go through. So this is what it was like when he first got there. When he first got there, they thought he was fun. They were excited because he was Australian and he was making jokes and everyone was having a great time. So credit to all of the places who've got these. I've just been collating them to see if I do a bit of a timeline. So here, this is what it used to be like.
For the last couple of hours, mate, so I'm not really sure what's going on. I'll check my phone when I get back in the rooms. Give me a ring. Yeah, I'll do my best. Just wait by the phone.
Yeah. Okay. He's not terse, but wait by the phone. Everyone's laughing, everyone's smiling. I know. Then we get to today and the press conference, and there's a thing in there was an article in the Standard written by Dan Kilpatrick, who says to do the presses for the Europa League final. And as you can imagine, he's had it. He's had it with English press. He has had it with their haranguing of his, I don't know, who he is and what he represents, etc., etc. It's all about see if you can rank the levels of tension. This is a 7. So this is, of course, they're all going on about his future. So are you going to be here? Are you going to not be here? Are you going to be at Spurs? Are you not going to be at Spurs? From, knowing Ange a little bit and seeing him all the time, this is about maybe a 7.5. So here goes. This is on TNT Sports. Let's dive in here. Here we go. So, we're going to try that again because here we go.
The future, mate. My future is not entwined with anything. Right? My future is assured, provided, God willing, my health remains and my beautiful family is beside me, my friends. There's nothing wrong with my future, mate. Don't stress, mate.
I meant specifically.
Sleep easy at night. I'll be okay.
I will try. But I meant specifically at Tottenham. Is there a scenario where you win the trophy and you think, actually, my job is done here?
No, because I don't think my job is done here. I really feel like we're building something, and what a trophy does is hopefully accelerates that. So I still think there's a lot of work to be done. That's quite obvious with the way we've...
All right, so there's a joke left. There's a joke, almost half a joke left there. And then we get to the main event. So here we go, because we've seen the article, the clown thing. Obviously, Ange has seen it. And here's your 10. Here's 10 out of 10. Ange has had it with these posh English... What do you even call them? I don't know. People who go to press conferences and then complain about getting paid to watch football for a living. Take it away. Post-reading the clown comments.
Yeah.
Having some fun.
We'll now resume the press conference with the Tottenham Hotspur coach, Ange Postecoglou.
Hi there, Ange. Could we just start off, first of all, with team news and
Okay, so we're doing team news, right? So you can see he's not looking. So for those who are watching on YouTube, he's not looking. He's not looking happy. He's not looking like he's excited to be there. And then he's sort of working his way up to it. And then here we go.
If you win tomorrow night, this is going to be remembered as one of the best seasons in the club's modern history. But kind of conversely, if you lose, it might be remembered for one of the worst league seasons in the club's modern history. I just wondered if you're kind of conscious that you're walking a fine line between kind of two very different types of infamy and history, really.
That depends on your outlook, Dan, but I'll tell you one thing, irrespective of tomorrow, I'm not a clown. I never will be, mate. And you're really disappointed that you use such terminology about a person who, for 26 years, without any favours from anyone, has worked his way to be in a position where he's leading out a club in a European major competition. For you to suggest that somehow us not being successful means that I'm a clown, not really sure how to answer that question.
If you win tomorrow night, this is going to be...
How's that? How is that weak prick, Dan? Hi, Ange. There's a bit of... No. So you don't... Oh, I didn't write the headline. That'll be the next one. I don't write the headlines. Someone else writes the headlines. What a... Oh, God. No wonder Ange has had it. I'm annoyed. No one's even there. It's not even about me. You write an article calling him a clown. Hi, Ange. There's the fine line. Say what you think, Dan. Righto. This is his best one, though. So I've gone through all as much tape as I can with the Ange, but obviously I'm biased. I'm not saying I'm not. This is my all-time favourite Ange. He's obviously had it, and who knows what happens with the Europa League result here. Hopefully a sports bet ad goes in. This is my all-time favourite. This was last season? Could have been last season, where another posh English football hater who gets paid to write about it was talking about how the idea of fans and where fans are from, which is, I didn't know you could do that. I thought that wasn't, anyway, and the way to describe them. Anyone who's listening to this in Australia or New Zealand knows the nature of supporting a team in Europe and how you bridge that physical gap. And there's people around the world who do that. Yes, I'm going to the Champions League final to see Inter Milan play, but that's increasingly looked like a poor decision. So this is my all-time favorite. This is Ange doing it for everybody around the world who has, poured their money and support and love into a European football team. It's like the old Summer Vacation, the Ice Cube song. Now, I'm not giving up much love, dying for a street that they never heard of. It reminds me of that. So take it away, Ange, talking about fans from around the world.
See, that's really harsh, because I'll tell you why. Because I'm probably plastic and touristy, because I was coming from the other side of the world, really passionate about football. And if I could get access to see a Premier League game, that was the world to me. So to label people plastic or tourists, I don't think that's fair. Just because people live on the other side of the world. This football club has supporters all over the world, has supporters all over the UK that don't always get access to the games. And I think we should always have the ability to accommodate them and give them that feeling of, it doesn't make them any less passionate. I think it's really disrespectful to call fans who are willing to go to the expense of coming halfway around the world. You don't know how passionate they are about their football club. That doesn't diminish who they are, I don't think.
Bang! That's his all-timer. That is Ange. That's his all-timer. Whatever he leaves Tottenham, be it tomorrow holding a trophy or tomorrow holding a runners-up medal or whatever he does next, and he's been the only one, talking about VAR, but that's his thing. To be the one to stand up and go, why? What is it? Sorry, what is it that these people have done wrong around the world? That they weren't born next to a stadium, and because of the Premier League's desire to become a global league, that they're now being punished for then daring to show up at the team that they've given hours and hours and probably thousands and thousands of dollars to. So anyway, I know I'm biased and I accept that. So good luck to Spurs. Good luck to Man United. What a situation. Watch the whole thing live on Stan Sports. And if you need me, I'll just be standing in the front yard shouting at clouds. That's what I've become.